So, hello YouTube, Mr.pain here with a new tutorial. A lot of people have been asking lately how I make synths and vocal basses and all that stuff. And today I will try to show them to you. Now there are two things you need to remember when you create your own sample pack. The first thing is sampling, and the second thing is working with MIDI tracks. I personally prefer working with MIDI track and creating my own sounds. Yeah, that's what I like. I'm not good at sampling, and I know I don't like sampling because I'm not good. When you work with a MIDI track, you can control the sound, but if you take the sample, you can't control that much, I would say so. I don't know. But the problem is I can't control, or I don't know how to control the actual sample. So I create my own ones and I control them the way I want. So enough talking blah blah blah, and let me show you how I do all this stuff. So here is my Ableton Live, and sorry if I'm shaking and if the camera is shaking. So the first step is drums, and I have already created some simple pattern. Yeah, some kind of, just keep it simple for the beginning. The second part is synth or pianos or some melody we want to create. Now in Ableton's default presets, I found this synth or piano that is called Voice Noise Choir, and it's located in synthetic voices. And now I need to come up with some kind of pattern or something I would like to play, some kind of melody. So here is some kind of simple melody to get started with. So when I already have a pattern, I come back to Ableton's session view. I think it's what it's called. Yeah, session view. And I just start and record the sound. Let me just click here. Click. And now I want to record every note that I play. So like I want that note. And this note, and I try to make them as long as possible because you never know how long notes you will need. So I just play like 5-6 seconds, not more than that. So here is the track that we recorded, and we need to drag this and drop into arrangement mode so we can edit and work with the MIDI track itself. Now here you can see notes that I played 4 notes, and I just need to crop them a little bit like this and this. Now I will need to export this sound that I have recorded. So let me do that, so, and we go to File and Export Audio, and then I export it. Now we don't need this MIDI clip anymore, so I can just delete. And as you remember, I exported the sound, right? So I called this piano and I just drag this into my drum rack. Let me just do that. It's kind of hard to do all this stuff with one hand. It's really hard because I have to film, right? So here I drop here, and here you can see all those four notes, right? So I just need to adjust the start point. Now once I have, see, I already have that first note of the actual sample. Now we have to adjust the start and end point of this. Actually, Medzak does the same thing, but he takes the samples. But we create samples and then record them, and so that's actually not a big difference, but still. So let me just take all the other 4 notes into 4 other empty pads, and I will come back. So now I have already set everything up. First clip, second clip, third and fourth. Now I will let you see what I do with all this stuff. So now I have placed this here, right, and I just need to play a little bit so I just know what kind of song or pattern I want, like. So let's just start. And then the second step will be creating wobbles and some effects and stuff like that. So here is our big friend and good friend Massive, and with this software I will create some wobbles and stuff like that. Actually I don't, this is not my own patch. I downloaded it from Google, and you can just write in Google Massive patches and you will find plenty of free patches for Massive. And sounds something like this. Yeah, so now I will record this sound the same way I recorded the piano sound, and then place them on Launchpad in user 1 mode. So let me just do that and I will come back. So now I have recorded already, and I made 2 different tracks. So the first one sounds like this. Yeah, that's the first one. With different notes and stuff like that. And the second one is different. It's the modulation is faster here, or I don't know how it's called. I think it's modulation. And second note. Yeah. So now I will export this sound, both of them, and I will just place them on user 1 mode. So I'm done with cropping and everything I need it for. The first sound is here, second, third and fourth. Now as you remember, I created 2 different tracks, right? The fast one and the slow one, right? So these first 2, these 2 here and this one are slow ones, and these 2 are fast ones, so they sound like this. Yeah, that's the simple. And one thing to mention here, these pianos were a little bit too bright for dubstep, so it sounded like this. Yeah. And I took the octave down once more. Yeah, that. And they sound more, now they sound more dark and bassy, so they match really nice with the bass. And notes here, this is the same note as the wobble, same note as wobble, same note as wobble, same note as wobble, so they match when you play. So I hope you get the idea. So now it's time for effects, and I already added some evil laugh effects. So the first one is like this. Really funny. And the second one is something like this. and you're pretty much ready to go right now. And I will just show you, I will jam a little bit so you can see how it turns out. So, I hope you enjoyed the video and this was helpful, and ask any questions if you have any questions. And one thing to mention, you can, if you need some kind of samples, just ask me and I will upload this to SoundCloud, and then you can download them for SoundCloud. So, see ya, bye.